The slogan is that we meet the community where they are, on their journey towards holistic health, a plant-based lifestyle, and veganism, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. We do this through people, food, events, and culture. Our 6 pillars are earth, eating, education, empowerment, enlightenment, and events. We are Black Veg Society.
Yeah, we are live. Thank you for tuning in. Let me help you, a loved one or friend, find your vegan soul through food, people, events, and culture. Season has changed, so we're springing forward to a vegan lifestyle. What's up? Texas Vegfest, August 4th. We're here today. Did you know that a federation of vegan festivals exists? Welcome my guest today from the federation, where most of us is all here. We're talking about Texas Vegfest, the Federation of Vegan Festivals. I want to start with Adrian. You got this festival coming up. Tell us how it's going, and then we'll move into what's happening with the Federation.
Yes, well, it is crunch time. So Saturday, April 4th, which is not this Saturday, but next Saturday here in Austin, Texas, we'll be celebrating our 11th year at Fiesta Gardens, which is right in the heart of the city of Austin. We're right off of the Colorado River, outdoor venue, right along some of the hike and bike trails. So it is our 11th year. We've got quite the lineup that takes a really good look at Texas across, we've got people coming from Houston, people coming from Dallas, San Antonio, and across the state. And then we have this extra special federation that we will get into later that will also be present. So we have a great representation of things that can be found across Texas, and we'll also have the dynamic of having things that are happening outside of the state of Texas. So we're really excited about that, and it's a free public education event offering all the fun stuff like food, live music. It's Austin, we need live music. And then we have cooking demonstrations, presentations, panels, interactive activities at individual booths, and a lot of really good hands-on things that people can leave the event with, having some resources that they can start incorporating a more plant-based vegan lifestyle as soon as they get home.
I am sharing the website in the comments. You can find out more information about the Texas Veg Fest by going to texasvegfest.com. So we have everybody here. Let's talk about the Federation, because that's something that we wanted to focus on in this segment, because you have a lot of people coming down from the Federation to assist. What is the Federation? Like, why does this even exist? I think we should direct that question to Omawale. Was this your idea?
Well, yeah. I thought we needed a community, a larger community. I thought also in terms of, outside of, political, repression, we also have, like, we're in a colonial situation right now, so Black and brown, folks. But even outside of that, we're still in a colonial situation, but it's also a cultural situation as well. So, I look at it as a way that we could feed off each other and learn from each other, and I already have. But also, I'm always into building community. I know each of you, from your festivals. Naime, which I haven't even been to your festival. You're the only one. So and just the fact that I wanted to connect with with y'all. I also felt that y'all have a great light in terms of what y'all are doing. So I wanted to connect with you, as well, and then and we can really start the seed of building, and branching out and building with other vegan festivals, in the future. you know. So it should be an organic, you know, process, you know, and we all decide, you know, 100% on how we want the federation, you know, to look. And so we each have, you know, one vote, you know, so having that idea, you know, across, so it's how I think, I think, and, and I think that socialist, you know, type of model is always around us, you know, that why not work across with people, you know, why not connect, you know, and build. I think, you know, veganism is an awesome, you know, mission and lifestyle. And some people, you know, when they come to it, you know, however they come to it, even if they only come to it, you know, once a week, you know, think they're vegan, once a week, it they're gonna come to a point where we believe they're gonna come to a point like I did, where you're vegan 7 times, you know, a week, you know, 7 days a week, you know. So that's really, you know, like, you know, in terms of what was in my mind,
Okay.
learning, you know.
Well, let's talk about what's going on with the Federation right now. We're going to have a speakers panel, right? April 4th at Texas Vegfest. Why is this important? Why are we doing this right now at this festival? What are we looking to get out of this? Who wants to speak about that? I mean, maybe that's Omar Wally and Adrian. I know I'll be there covering and speaking on the panel. Why is this so important, the problem that we're solving by creating this federation?
Well, yeah, I'll tell him that. So, and one of the things that Wally was saying was like the community building. And then one of the things that we know, our specific event is a public education event. So that's our main thing, is providing free public education resources about vegan plant-based diets and all the benefits that come with it. And part of education and the strength of education is community. And building community, especially in times where things are a little bit wild, a little, fractured. It's some of the things in history, when we look back in history, we can see that community building and education and strength through those two have really created some platforms and building structures for people to kind of move on and progress in society. So right now, I think it's really important that we commune together and we combine all the resources that we possibly can. And I think this moment right now is an exceptional moment for a lot of community members that have, I mean, we have 50 years of experience doing this veg festing. You know, that's a really odd and unique experience. And that's a lot of experience between us and this group. So there's a lot of knowledge, a lot of know-how, there's a lot of communing, there's a lot of sacrifice, blood, sweat, and tears that go into that not only like create this 1 day, 8-hour event, once a year, but it creates year-long, like we're doing this all year. We're not just like talking with each other, outside of our events. We're talking to each other, we're supporting each other all year long. And that is kind of, I think, very important when you're trying to build community and provide these resources and education to everybody. So when we're in a moment where it seems like, like a lot of odds are stacked against people and communities, we need something right now like this. We need a network. We just need to commune, and we need those. Again, we've had 50 years of experience between us. That's so much experience. And with that knowledge becomes a lot of resources. We can connect people with so much information and things that can help them when they're feeling unsure and unsafe. And I think that's really, really right now the power that this federation has. And it's a really great moment to share all of that with everyone.
And I'm glad you said that, Adrian, because that's what I'm trying to get across the messages from each of you, and we'll ask the question, how has the federation benefited each of your festivals? I know from my standpoint, Vegan Soul Fest has been in hiatus for a couple of years, and the opportunity to collaborate with Black Veg Fest last year in whatever capacity that looked like, whatever role and function that looked like, we were able to do that and lend some support to Black Veg Fest during this collaborative effort. And that's important because what happens is people reach out to individual fests or support, and sometimes there's a hoarding of information, or there's like, you know, a competitive mindset around this. One fest in one area, you know, can't possibly compete with festivals in different areas, and we got to get away from this scarcity mindset, you know, when we're dealing with Black and brown BIPOC vegan festivals. We all should be working together, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't think people get that. You know, now everybody sees the collaborativeness and they want to jump on the train, and that's great, but it comes with some responsibility, accountability, and workability, because this ain't just, okay, we're going to go in there and we're going to get the resources and you ain't going to get anything. That's not how this works. Richard, what do you have to say about this and the Federation benefiting your festival and what we're doing here?
Oh man, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud
okay,
and clear.
good. Yeah, there is so much. You know, I remember the day when we were all talking on the phone, and you know, the realization came that, wow, I'm not the only one who's having these challenges and difficulties, and people changing things in the game, like right before your festival starts, the surprises that Adrian was talking about earlier. But just the ability to convene with others and talk the same, sing the same song, talk the same talk, and understand it. It brought an ease to me, at least. It was kind of a nervous system regulation tool, knowing that, oh, okay, you're all right. There are others around you, and bringing us together in force like this. We have superhuman strength now, super vegan strength, because I have all your muscles helping me, and you guys have all the other muscles helping. So there's some sort of reassurance that comes from it, knowing, all right, I'm stuck here, but I'll be talking with the Federation anyway. We'll figure this out. And on top of that, just looking forward together, the shared goals, the ambition that's there, and we know we're going to achieve these things because we're all sitting here on that 50 plus years of work. I love it. I like coming to see the differences in the execution of the festivals as we go to the different cities. Just coming down and to enjoy different cultures. We're all introducing each other to different players in the vegan space as well. So exponentially, we're growing that way with the guests we can bring in, with the knowledge we can bring to our own cities. This is just a win, 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 win. How many of us are there? Win situation. It's great.
That's what we want to do. Win, 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 win. Naijha, we came down to Atlanta. Like, talk about your experience with the Federation.
Yes, we did.
First of all, I'm going to tell Omawale, I'm so grateful that you put us together, because like the other two were saying, all these years, like doing stuff by yourself and being able to have just somebody that can relate to what you're going through, that's just a blessing. But when I tell you, when everybody pulled up in the car that day of the festival, the Veggie Taste on September 20th, I was like, oh my God, because I didn't have enough people to help me run one of the booths. And when I saw the Federation pull up on Ralph Abernathy, I think y'all remember, my face just lit up.
We saw your face.
Yes, they're here. Like, that was everything to me. And that just shows so much support that we have with each other, and the information. Like, if we can't figure something out, we share it on a call, but that support is just so important, because all these years, like I said, doing stuff by yourself, and then some things, we didn't, like, I know I wasn't aware of some things, but becoming a part of the Federation, I've learned a lot, by being with everybody else. So I'm just really so grateful for the team. Like what was it on Wonder Friends?
We talking about the Super Friends or Wonder Twins?
Yeah, the Urban League. What was it? Whatever the league was.
It was the league, the Hall of Justice and the Legion of Doom.
Yes. The Federation Justice League, Vegan League. I'm just so grateful for it. I just can't even. Y'all saw it in my face that day. I'm so grateful for it. I'm so sorry I can't make the Texas event because we have an event here the next day on Sunday. We do a monthly event, so I'm sorry, but I will be there in spirit, and I'll be watching from the social media.
Yep.
I love it. Now, when we posted this this announcement about the Federation coming to Texas Vegfest and actually sitting on a panel April 4th, there were a lot of comments under this post, and folks that aren't sure what we're talking about, go to TX Vegfest and find this image, and you will see. Well, it wasn't this image; it was the listing of all the festivals that we are promoting and supporting, or just putting the word out. And you saw a lot of festivals posting their information, and that's a good thing. People wanting to know how can they get involved with the Federation. Oh, and what about this fest? Why isn't this fest on the list? How can others get involved with the Federation?
We ready for that?
I mean, I think we put it was info at Black Veg Fest, but I really, in thinking about it, I think it should probably be maybe another, maybe a separate, it's Gmail, or something like that, but but I also think, but I also have an idea in terms of maybe we should just let it be organic. Like, people are reaching, out every which way, right? Like, we have the source of strength here. Of course you want to be here. You know what I mean? And that is already, being shown. I don't think that we necessarily got to put another administrative, task on ourselves. That's really what I'm saying. And like, people find us, they find it's easier to find us. You find either one of us, perfect. You got us right there. So it's open to however, whatever, either it's, info at Black Veg Fest and then and with transparency, I haven't, checked it, but I've, brought, two good applicants, actually another one, two, I don't want to mention them here, but, it's also another one. And I think,
beautiful.
We'll do this after Texas Veg Fest. We'll focus this. Let's just focus this, really on, Texas Veg Fest. But that find us and you got us. That's what.
That's how it works.
I love it. You had a comment there on my while. He says transform. What does that mean?
That's what we're doing. Yeah, I got it.
Like
exactly.
We're like
right.
I love it.
It's so 80s.
May I add something?
Yeah, go ahead. I love that.
To what Omawale was saying, and I love what you said, Wale, about the the organic quality of it. Because look, I know when I met you, I know when I met the others or heard of the others or was in their presence and didn't get to meet them, and you telling me go over there and meet her. But yeah, the way this is just developed, we identified each other through just the features of our delivery and our execution, and something clicked. Thank you so much, Omawale, for including me in this. We have enough of our history back to 18, I guess. And
right.
I think
right.
Yeah, that organic quality is golden. I have two to mention when we reconvene after Texas, and you guys know who they are. I think I've mentioned them before, but they reached out when they saw what we were doing or heard some of it from me when I was at their events.
I love it.
But we have to figure out what's best for
the Federation.
And for all. Yeah.
Let me just pull out what's happening on this flyer that I have up that folks can see at TX Veg Fest. You could also see it at Black Veg Fest. It's posted there. You can see it at Black Veg Society. It's posted there. Philly Veg Fest and the Veggie Taste. So again, we're saying Texas Veg Fest is Saturday, April 4th. If you're in that area, come on down. It's a free event. Lots of people, and I'm sure Adrian, you're going to call it out once we get to the call outs and the call to actions. Philly Veg Fest is June 13th. You got Black Veg in Philly, obviously is in Philadelphia, y'all. And then you have Black Veg Fest August 8th in Brooklyn. We got Children's Veg Fest in Baltimore, August 29th. And the Veggie Taste in Atlanta, September 19th, and Liberation Farm Camping, which I have on my list. Like, I got to get out there to the grounds in October 10th. Yeah. So we're gonna do a round robin. I want y'all to do a call out for what's your call to action in particular for you and your project. What do you want people to do now in support of your events? Starting with Richard. We're gonna end with you, Adrian, since yours is coming up sooner.
All right.
Richard, let's go with you.
Yeah, Philly, we have stuff coming at me in all directions. I love the juggle of this. I'm extremely excited that we're going to be at Girard College because we'll be out in the grass, in the grassy field. Also, a little bit of indoor action there. But the grass to me means people have the ability to put down chairs, blankets, bring their kids, lounge, stay, have a couple meals while they're there, take in the activities at their own pace. When I'm on the street, or when we have been on the street in Philly, it's great. But once people have done what they can do, you can't lounge around on the street, so they just go. Anyway, the call to action is, you definitely join us. We're switching things around on the website this weekend, so we can start showing you our features on Monday and just building. But the best thing I think I can call for now is we're doing an earlier call for volunteers. I'm putting that out today. We have volunteer jobs that are ready to be done as soon as April hits. So we've got a lot of distribution to do, trying to reach patrons we've never reached out to before. So we got to get to these people with flyers and such. But that's the call to action. Visit us often. Come to Philadelphia on June 13th from 12 to 7, Girard College, Philly Veg Fest, number 6, executed by me.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Richard. Naima, what's your call to action?
My call to action is to sign up to be a vendor for the Veggie Taste Festival. But I want to also say...
You're muted.
Uh-huh.
I can hear.
No, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. I also want to say, in the past, if you've attended as a vegan vendor, if you attended, I'm not going to name this big festival that was not for the help of the people. If you attended this festival, then you need to definitely make sure this year you come and vend at the other festivals that are really for the movement and for the purpose of people changing, for their health, because that's really what it's about. And, I see when it happened last year, every year, I see all these people, they're swarming to this festival. And like, these people they could care less about the movement. They could care less about the health of people changing their diet, and animal welfare. So yes, my call to action is for people to sign up. We have early bird right now on our website at theveggetaste.com. So yeah, just sign up, support all of the festivals so we can keep doing this to help people be educated about eating healthy and changing their lifestyles.
Thank you, Naima. Omawale, what's your call to action?
My call to action, just like Naima, is vendors, definitely sign up. We're having our sale, which is gonna end on the 31st. And so March 31st, we'll be ending, our 50% off sale. So we definitely want, to support and support our community. And a big part of what Black Veg Fest does, is make sure, like, because I'm a particular person that really, wants to work cooperatively, more than, create the, hierarchy or stimulate this particular type of, economy. However, I much rather, focus on, my community and listen to my community. If my community is saying that it needs this to, survive, these are folks that, usually characterized as, small businesses, and or they're women-owned businesses and mom and pop, type businesses. We want to support those because that supports our community infrastructure. So I've always said that, the people come to, Veg Fest, these vegan events for the food, for the vendors. And then the people, you bring great food, great items, for sale. Hey, the people are going to come, and then the message is going to get hit home with the performances and the presenters. So we make, come to Black Veg Fest one time, it feels like home. It feels like, community, like people support you there.
Thank you.
So, and that's because of our volunteers. Thank you.
Adrian, what's the call to action? You're 2 weekends away, right?
Right. So I will go through them. I believe I have 4. So I'll go through them quickly. So number 1, like everyone has said on this, is volunteer. TexasVegFest.com/volunteer. You can go and sign up. We have 4 different shifts available between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. on the day of the event. And we're looking to get 80 total volunteers. So 20 volunteers per shift for the day of the event. And so we're looking to get and meet that goal. 80 volunteers for the day of the event, 20 per shift between the 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. time. So that is call number 1. Go and volunteer at TexasVegFest.com/volunteer so we can get those 80 volunteers for the day of the event. The other thing is sharing all of our information, our TexasVegFest.com website. If you go, you can click on the 2026 icon in the menu, and it will go to the 2026 event page. It will show you our speaker lineup, our music lineup, our activities, all the people that are going to be there, what they are showcasing at their booths or their tables. So go there, TexasVegFest.com, share that on your social media, share our social media, all that fun stuff. So that's number 2, share. Number 3, we are right on the very edge. We're like at the very break-even point. If we could find some private donors out there that will just like send some love in the form of money to our TexasVegFest.com/donate page, and you can see that right up there in the menu. That would help us go a long way, and to make sure that we have all of these. Again, Texas Veg Fest is free. We provide a lot of educational resources, cooking demonstrations, and a lot of activities free to the public. So it would just help us continue to make this event free and give us some cushion so we can make sure that any type of thing that we might need for the day of the event is taken care of. So TexasVegFest.com/donate. And the last thing is our food permit deadline is passed. We've got 25 food vendors that are vending everything from across the spectrum. We've got a lot of really different types of food. Go to the website. As she's scrolling it, you can see there's a lot. So we've got 25 different food vendors, and so all of our food permits are in. However, we still have room for farmers. We are doing a $20 space, so we have space at the venue. If you've got a pop-up tent, a table, and produce, and you're done with the farmers market in the morning at noon, and you want to come and vend at Texas Veg Fest, we're offering a $20 space. Come sell your produce, showcase your produce. One of the things that we have a really difficult time with is getting farmers to the event to showcase their produce. And that is one of the number 1 things that people are asking for. It's just really difficult for farmers to make that time and extend their budget to include us on a Saturday. So we are really trying to open up a very cheap, large space for farmers to come and be. So we have some wiggle room for non-food vending attendees or participants like farmers, food trucks, and some nonprofit space available until the 31st. So if you really want to try and get in and be a part of this before April 4th, go to the website, TexasVegFest.com, send us an email, info@TexasVegFest, and we can get you secured in one of those spaces for the $20 space for farmers, a nonprofit table, and a food truck space, since they don't require a food permit. So 4 calls to action: donate, TexasVegFest.com, donate; volunteer, TexasVegFest.com/volunteer; information at info@TexasVegFest.com if you are a farmer nonprofit or food truck and want to try and slide in before the 31st, and of course share all this information that I've just shared with you on all our social and website.
I love it. Like that was a whole pitch, and folks, I've scrolled through the Texas Vegfest. I can't wait to see all the vendors. Naijha Speaks is going to be there in full force, bringing to you live coverage on what's happening at the festival. So I cannot wait to be there and try the food and all that type of stuff. I love festivals. Now my call to action is, and folks, you can find the website. I just posted it in the comments earlier. So the TexasVegfest.com is in there. My call to action is going to be really simple. So Children's Veg Fest is coming up August 29th. We are in partnership with the Essential Maryland's Weinberg location over in Waverly. So we need your support with that. And every Thursday I come on here and I talk about donations. So if you go to blackvegsociety.org and make a $25 donation, we have a couple of things we can offer you. We have Black Veg Society signature pins. You can get a youth Children's Veg Fest t-shirt for your youngin'. If you're not fully vegan, but you're starting a journey, we got vegan-ish t-shirts that you can get. And we also got, and this is my personal t-shirt right here. You're not going to get this t-shirt, but you'll get a t-shirt like it. The vegan t-shirt, you can get that. And if you're done with t-shirts and you're a hat cap person, we got the Vegan Soul Fest caps. Again, $25 today. It has to be donated today, and I'll reach out to you, and we'll get this stuff sent to you. You can pick them up at the Land of Good. That is my call to action. So go to blackvegsociety.org. It's scrolling on the ticker, and donate $25 minimum today to get some of this stuff. When you donate to Black Veg Society, you are supporting this platform that we're on, where I can invite amazing, inspirational, motivational guests such as Adrian and Naima and Richard and Omawale and others. Just go to NaijhaSpeaks.com. You can see all the past interviews, as well as our outreach projects. We have several outreach projects, and you will be supporting all of that, whether it's Maryland Vegan Eats, whether it's the Children's Veg Fest, whether it's Naijha Speaks, whether it's the Plant Powered School Meals Coalition and the work we have to do there to get more plant-based options in K-12 schools, and also Vegan Soul Fest and other vegan soul events that are upcoming. This is what you're going to be supporting through Black Veg Society donations that are tax deductible. So donate $25 today. And on that note, that's really all I said. I need to say. I want to thank my guest again for coming on, because we're all busy organizing something, advocating for something. And we all have jobs and things like that. So it takes a lot to bring everybody together and do this. And looking forward to seeing you, Adrian, over in Austin next weekend. And on that note, everybody, bye. See you soon. Thanks for tuning in. Okay,
Yeah.
Texas Fest
Thank
is
you.
up.
All right. See you in
See you
Austin.
in Austin.
Meeting you where you are. The meaning behind the slogan is that we meet the community where they are. On their journey towards holistic health, a plant-based lifestyle, and veganism, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. We do this through people, food, events, and culture. Our 6 pillars are earth, eating, education, empowerment, enlightenment, and events. We are Black Veg Society.